So my name is Jagruti Raj, and today I'm here to present my project on avocados, the green gold of California. So before I begin to explain what I did in my project, I want to give you guys a little quick short story about how I decided to do this project and what made me pick this project, which is California avocado production, and it's based on agriculture and food industry. So, as a daughter of farmer, I have always been fascinated by agriculture, and Colaberry gave me this wonderful opportunity to share my story through this project. And as a young child, whenever I give hard time to my father would take me to the farm with him, so then my mother can finish the house chores. And I was so captivated by the various crops on our farm. And as a curious child, I would bombard my father with countless questions. Most of them he struggled to answer because that's how kids are, right? Parents would understand what I'm talking about. But as I grew older, I began to understand things in more practical manner. And when we experienced lower production, I would ask my dad about the reason for the decrease in output or profits. And my dad's answer was kind of mixed factors that he could and he could not control. So today, I'm not only giving you guys the insights about the production of California avocados, but also the reasons and factors that contribute to the profit and losses in different counties of California. So let's begin. So here's the quick agenda for today's presentation. The first would be introduction, and then dashboard, data dictionary, KPIs, 5 insights, and suggestions. So avocados, also known as the green gold, have gained popularity over the years because of their health benefits and nutritional value. Um, California has been a major producer of avocados since the early 20th century and became the largest avocado producing state in the United States of America. So let's look at the dashboard and then see what contributed to California to become the largest avocado producing state. So here is the final picture of my dashboard. You can see here I have year from 1980 to 2020. Um, I have 4 KPIs along with 4 sub KPIs, and I have arrows that indicate the trend and profits and loss. Here I have 4 charts: sales by year, average over years, production by county, and price by county. And this slide will explain the data dictionary. So California avocados, this is my main table. This is the calendar table, which is I use for the time intelligence. This one is the production factors. This one I especially use for the waterfall chart, which is right here, average over years. The last table is for the measure that will house all my measures for this dashboard. KPI. So KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator. Here's how I counted year over year. So I got total sales current year minus total sales last year, divide by last year into 100 to get the percentage. And I use this calculation to get my sub KPIs. Now, this is a positive insight that I have listed here. So as you can see that I use sales year over year as my main KPI. And in 1994, the sales year over year increased to 63.44%. And in 1993, the sales year over year decreased to 3.74%. So this is just a written summary. Let's look at the trend through the GIF. So here is the GIF. And in 1994, you can see that the sales year over year was 63.44%, versus in 1993, it was down to negative 3.74%. So that was my first insight. Now let's move on to the next one. So these slides will give you the price insight. So I have 2 years, 1987 and 1988. The pink line will represent the price. And here you can see that in 1987, it was 42.99%, versus in 1988, it went up to 140%. So there was a big price jump between 1987 and 1988 when it comes to price. And for the second insight, I have the production growth. So as you can see, I have the filtered report by 2010. And in 2010, the production over year set highest records in 40 years with a surge of 128.77%. So this is the highest production they had in 40 years. And you can see in the waterfall chart as well, this is production year over year and 128.77%. The next I have is few negative insights. So we can see where the California avocado farmers struggle and what happened. So the KPI sales year over year, and in 2014, the sales year over year decreased to 26.45%. And in 2013, which is the year before, they had 41.56%. So let's see this in dashboard using a GIF. So here you can see that in 2014, it was negative 26.45%, and it also indicates the red color in waterfall chart as well, which indicates the negative value. And you can also see the harvest year over year, sales year over year, and all the sub KPIs. Versus in 2013, it was 41.56%. Now let's move on to the next negative insight, which is harvest in San Diego. So in 2011, the harvest year over year decreased by 7.33%. In 2012, it went up by 26.55%. And you can also take a look down here to the production by county chart, where you can see the San Diego is in darker color and the bigger bubble, that means the value was higher in 2012 compared to 2011. Now, this is a kind of overview slide. I know it looks a little busy, but it will give you an idea of all the 40-year sales that California had. So you can see the total value right here, and then these charts will give you the harvest year over year from 1980 to 2020. So it's good for business user if they want to see how the trend started from 1980 and how it ended in 2020. So this will give you kind of the entire look to the business users. And I have sales year over year here, production year over year, and the last is price year over year. So I've been talking about the price went up, the production went down, but what are the suggestions? Why did that happen? So now let's look at some reasons, factors, and suggestions that contributed towards all this, toward the profit and loss in California. So my first suggestion is water scarcity. So even though California remains a top state in the United States for avocado production, there are still some challenges that farmers are facing in California. Water scarcity. According to the University of California, San Diego County alone lost over 8,000 acres of avocado groves between 2007 and 2012. And as you can see that because of the not enough water, the avocados, the fruits are getting brown spots on them. And therefore, I suggest that water infrastructure, including reservoirs and pipelines, needs to be checked consistently because it will help to store and transport the water more efficiently. So they need to make sure that water is getting to the farm without being wasted before it gets to the final destination. So that was one suggestion. The next is climate change. So the historic drought that lasted from 2012 to 2016 caused an estimate 3.8 billion in economic losses to California's agriculture industry alone, according to the study by the California. Those of you who don't know how what's the drought looks like, it's you can see in the middle picture, and everything is drying, and then avocado leaves are also getting brown because of the weather change, because of the climate change. And therefore, I suggest that they should consider giving incentives for greenhouse that can shield avocado trees from extreme weather conditions like frost, high winds, and heavy rain, which can damage or kill the trees. So, if we give incentives to our California farmers, they are more likely to take advantage of it, and it will help them to produce more avocados, and it will bring them more benefit. And the next one I have is pest and disease. So, avocados production can be affected by pests such as thrips, mites, beetles, as well as a disease such as root rot and avocado sunblotch. So, in 2015, they lost $50 million. And in the picture right here, you can see that these leaves has uh, pests on it. And the second picture has the powdery white stuff on the avocados plant, which is the plant indicates that the plant's got disease. So to prevent this, I would suggest California avocado farmers to regular monitor their trees, because the sooner we found out the problem, the earlier we can resolve the challenge. The second is advanced pest management techniques. A lot of California farmers in general are still using the old techniques, and it requires a lot of labor plus poor results. So if they use the modern techniques and tools, then they can have a good products, and the techniques, I would also suggest that government should give wholesome seminars for the necessary guidance, because so many farmers are not even aware about the new technologies that are available to them. So if there is seminars to educate them, if there's a seminar to give them the necessary information that they need, and they can use those techniques and tools, and it will help them with the better products, and uh, with the profits in California avocado industry. And the last I have is market competition. So US imported approximately 708 million pounds of avocados from foreign countries in 2010. 708 millions. So I would suggest that we should promote our local products, which in the second picture you can see that California avocado is American grown. So it will not only help California avocado farmers, but it will help our entire economy. So I would suggest that California growers can try to be marketing and branding strategies, such as promoting their unique flavors, textures, and nutritional value, as well as supporting the local products, so it can help all of us. And then we can contribute a little bit towards our economy as well. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for listening. And if you have any question, feel free to ask. Thank you.